better get changed out of this Adam Sandler outfit. Need me?
Nice.
Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a day in the life. It's also my 52-week anniversary on YouTube. So my first year vlogging 1 year straight. On one of my recent videos, I asked you guys to leave me some questions so that I could do a Q&A. I think for today's video, I'm just going to vlog the day, but I'll answer some of the questions as the day goes on. So Jude and I are going to bake this morning. We've got banana bread and cookies that we're going to make. Open the bananas and put them in and mash them up, okay? All right, so the first question is, what's your full name and what's the story behind it? Well, my name's Darby Boehner and that's my married name.
And my name's Julie Boehner.
My maiden name is Darby Mazzotta, so I don't actually have a middle name. Mazzotta comes from my dad, which is Italian, and Boehner is Tyrone's surname, which is Filipino. Darby it's a unisex name, and I believe my parents got it from a movie called Pelican Brief, and Julia Roberts played a lady called Darby. They said that they were going to name me Darby whether I was going to be a boy or a girl. And I also grew up hating my name. I'd never come across another Darby before, and most people would give me like a weird look or something if they heard my name. But now as an adult, I love my name. I wouldn't change it. What was your childhood like? In short, I had a really good childhood. I have really good memories. I loved school, primary school and high school. My parents divorced when I was 2 years old, and I can understand why, because they are polar opposite. So I lived with my mum in Ambervale, which is in Campbelltown. Every fortnight I would go stay with my dad, which he lived in Liverpool. So yeah, grew up in the west. Is it west or southwest? Yeah. My mum's side of the family are very like quiet and quite like a close-knit small family. Yeah, my mum's side are Serbian, so I grew up with a lot of tradition around Serbian culture. Yeah, my baba and dada live at my mum's house in the granny flat, so grew up very close with my grandparents. And my dad's side of the family, the Italians, are loud, crazy, wild. So yeah, it was like a contrast of like night and day between my two sides of the family. I was with my mum, it was very regimented. Everything was on routine and really healthy, and played sport. On the weekends when I was with my dad, junk food, and we stayed up till 4 a.m. watching movies. So
and
yeah.
Also we watched Minecraft in the movie.
Yes, I feel like that basically sums up who I am as a person today, because I've had like both kind of worlds. Yeah, best of both worlds really. The whole thing. That's okay, like a little bit. This is gonna be a crunchy banana cake.
All finished.
The whole thing. What are 3 things you've learnt this past year vlogging? The first thing that comes to mind is you have to just believe in consistency. I feel like with YouTube, there's not really like an overnight success. You just have to be persistent and consistent. And another thing is like no one really cares that much. So one of the things that always stopped me from doing YouTube was that out of like my own embarrassment, but the thing is no one really cares about what I'm doing. And the third thing would be people have actually been really supportive of me, like regular people that are supporting me every single week, so I appreciate that. Would you ever grow your hair long again? I probably will keep short hair for a while, but I think eventually I will probably grow my hair out again. This one can be the tester. Come and taste.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a bit undercooked. I thought I could answer the next question while I make a coffee. How did you get into YouTube/content creation? I've been making YouTube videos since I was in primary school. I have a memory of my dad giving me a laptop when I was in primary. I think it was one of his old laptops, and it had iMovie on it. He had this little Cybershock camera. So every fortnight when I used to go see him, I used to use the camera, make videos, and then edit it on iMovie. And then eventually I started my own show. I was probably only about like 8 years old. A show called Darby's Corner. I'll have to see if I can find some footage and insert a clip here.
That concludes our show, and thank you for watching. Bye! When you first moved here, was it hard or easy to make new friends? It was easy.
Idiots.
Do you like Melbourne, mate?
Yeah.
The people over there?
So I used to do a show called Darby's Corner, and I would just like interview my family members. Fortunately, I have deleted most of it. I've just always done it. I've always been a YouTube girl. And as for content creation, I used to run content for my Instagram page, which was Darby's Kitchen. And I used to post vegan recipes, and that's kind of how I started. I never really like intentionally got into it. I've just always loved it. What is your favourite book of all time? This is a hard one. I wouldn't be able to pick just one. Love and Other Words by Christina Lauren. My favourite series is the Imperium series by Rebecca Yarros. That's Fourth Wing, Iron Flame and Onyx Storm. That's probably my favourite series by far. A Court of Mist and Fury in the Akatar series by Sarah J. Maas. I love the first and the second book, but the second book has my heart. If I had to pick a different genre besides fantasy and romance, Behind Her Eyes by Sarah Pinborough is such a good book. Like, a quick question, which was from my dad. Where did Video 49 go? Video 49 was my small business vlog. I just didn't label it as number 49. Thanks, Seppi. Do you have a bucket list, and what is on your bucket list? I don't have a physical list. I've always said that I didn't want to skydive, but now that we live in Wollongong and we look out the window every day and there's people skydiving, I feel like I've gotten a bit desensitized to it. I think I actually do want to do skydiving. Another thing would be to learn surfing, because we live on the beach now as well. I feel like that's a must. And definitely running a marathon. I will do some more half marathons once I have another baby, but definitely going to prioritize doing a marathon after the next baby. I'll have to grow my bucket list as time goes on. I feel like last year was a big ticking things off the list for me. I did a lot of cool things last year. Jude's using all my stickers that I handmade, which took me hours. We are going to do a little haul because we went to Best and Less this morning. These cute little sockies and these cute little sockies. If you're a toddler parent, you know you literally need to buy socks every 2 weeks. It's $3, and then there's another tag that says 98 cents, but we actually got these undies for 70 cents. And look at these little tracky pants. They were only $10. Tea was only $5, I'm pretty sure. Oh, $4. Another pair of undies for 70 cents. This long sleeve top for $4. These little tracky pants, little jammies, were $5. Cherry shorts. Yeah. Next question is, why did you move and where have you lived? I lived in my Ambervale home my entire life, and it is actually the home that my mum grew up in. Shortly after we started dating in 2015, we moved out pretty much straight away. We moved into a house in Liverpool, and we moved out with Shalisa and Sarah. And then a few people came and went throughout that time as well. Got engaged, we travelled a bit, and then we moved to Rosebery. That was always and still is a dream. And that was just the coolest experience. Anyway, then Tyrone's parents opened a vegan takeaway shop in Campbelltown. And so basically we spent all of our time and weekends. So basically we spent all of our time in Campbelltown. We moved to Campbelltown, we moved to a little 2-bedroom apartment, and then we moved to Gregory Hills. We stayed in that Gregory Hills house, I think from 2018 to, well, Jude was born, so 2022. So then we moved again, Mount Annan. We moved into this beautiful 3-bedroom, 2-story townhouse. We weren't there for very long, maybe 1 year. And then we decided to pack up and move to the beach. So we live in North Wollongong. We're in a 3-bedroom apartment and it's the best. Been here for maybe 14 months now. There's no going back from here. I want to stay in North Wollongong. It's 5:30, so I've been working for the last probably 2.5 hours. And I've neglected everything else a little bit today, so I'm gonna tidy up the kitchen and then cook dinner.
Why do you need that for eggs on the block?
Yum, it's so good. Did I just have a melatonin?
No. Oh, no, you didn't. I've got melatonin.
What
Did
were
you?
the 2 little ones?
What little ones?
I
Did
had-
you have a little circle one?
I think so.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna end this vlog here. I didn't get through all the questions, but it's just gonna go for way too long if I answer all of them. So maybe in my next video, I'll answer the last 5 questions.